وعلى آل سيدنا ومولانا محمد أفضل صلواتك بعدد معلوماتك وبارك وسلم وصل عليه. So ayah number 25, that is Basharat or glad tiding. After inzar or after warning and threat. وَبَشِّرِ الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا, and give happy news or glad tidings الَّذِينَ, to those آمَنُوا, who believed, وَعَمِلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ, and do righteous good deed. So as we mentioned that amal or deeds are not constituent of Iman according to Imam Abu Hanifa Rahmatullahi alayhi. But even according to Jumhur, only Muhaddiseen, Mu'tazila and Khawarij, they say that this is a constituent of Iman. But we say that is the requirement of Iman and the protection of Iman. Good deeds are the requirement of Iman, and these are the protection of Iman. وَبَشِّرِ الَّذِينَ, and give glad tidings Allazina, to those Amanu, who believed. Like as somebody, he got a professional degree, so then to practice accordingly, that is the requirement of degree, and that is the protection of that qualification. Otherwise he will forget everything. Got it? Or another example, yes, according to Imam Waliullah, as he has given us this approach, that like a machine, whatever machine is, just like the engine of your car, that's also a machine. So for a car to run and to drive, that is its requirement and protection both. Got it? So now, if a car is abandoned, it will lose itself. Got it? وَبَشِّرِ الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا, and give glad tidings to those آمَنُوا, who believed, وَعَمِلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ, and do righteous good deeds, أَنَّ لَهُمْ جَنَّاتٍ, that for them there will be jannatin, gardens, tajri min tahtiha al-anhar, under which rivers flows. So under which a river flows means close to the approach of everyone. Close to the approach of everyone. Kullama ruziqu minha min samaratin, whenever they will be provided with a fruit therefrom, kullama ruziqu minha min samaratin, whenever they will be provided therefrom min samaratin, any fruit, rizqan, as a provision, that this is what we had been provided before. This is what we had been provided with before. So now it has a few interpretation. Either it means that this is the reward of what we have been provided there in that world. So we had been provided there with Iman and Amal Salih. So this is the result. This one meaning. And another meaning. هَذَا الَّذِي رُزِقْنَا مِنْ قَبْلُ, that this is the same fruit we had been given before in that world. Because an apple there, it will be similar to the apple here in this world, in appearance, in look. So they will say that this is the same we had been provided there in that world. And number 3, قالوا, they will say, هذا الذي رزقنا من قبل, that this is the same we had been provided with before. Means yesterday we had been provided apple in Jannah, today again, so this is the same. So this is the same. وَأُتُوا بِهِ مُتَشَابِهًا. And number 4, قَالُوا هَذَا الَّذِي رُزِقْنَا مِنْ قَبْلُ. So they will say that this is the same we had been provided with before. So for every good deed, there will be a reward having resemblance with that good deed. So for example, with Allah, the Maghrib prayer, it has a proper shape. So any fruit which is to be provided as a reward for Maghrib prayer, so from the shape one will recognize that this is the reward of Maghrib prayer, or this is the reward of Isha prayer, or this is the reward of our fasting, this is the reward of our any other good deed. وَأُتُوا بِهِ مُتَشَابِهًا. وَأُتُوا بِهِ مُتَشَابِهًا. And they will be given things in resemblance. وَأُتُوا بِهِ مُتَشَابِهًا. And the things would be brought مُتَشَابِهًا, in resemblance. وَلَهُمْ فِيهَا أَزْوَاجٌ مُطَهَّرَةٌ. وَلَهُمْ فِيهَا أَزْوَاجٌ مُطَهَّرَةٌ. And وَلَهُمْ فِيهَا, and for them there will be أَزْوَاجٌ مُطَهَّرَةٌ, mates, مُطَهَّرَةٌ, purified mates. وَلَهُمْ فِيهَا أَزْوَاجٌ مُطَهَّرَةٌ, and for them there will be mates purified. وَهُمْ فِيهَا خَالِدُونَ, and they will abide therein forever. Mul Yusuf,
yes,
you are here.
yes.
I think when you check at home that they started, then you start driving. Is it so? Okay. So, كُلَّمَا رُزِقُوا مِنْهَا, whenever they will be provided with therefrom, مِنْ سَمَرَةٍ, any fruit, رِزْقًا, as a provision. قالوا, they will say, هذا الذي, that this is the same one, رزقنا من قبل, we had been provided with before in that world, in the vanished world. In what? In the vanished world. That this is an apple, and we had been provided apple there in that world. This is a mango, we had been provided mango there as well. Got it? That is one. And number 2, هَذَا الَّذِي رُزِقْنَا مِنْ قَبْلُ, that this is the same we had been provided with before in Jannah. Yesterday we had been provided in Jannah with an apple, and today once again with apple. Got it?
Yes.
And number 3, هَذَا الَّذِي رُزِقْنَا مِنْ قَبْلُ, that this is هَذَا جَزَاءُ الَّذِي رُزِقْنَا مِنْ قَبْلُ فِي الدُّنْيَا, that this is the reward of that we had been provided with min qablu, before this in that world. So this is the reward of our salih aqidah. This is the reward of salih a'mal. This is the reward of our salih akhlaq. So it means that salih aqidah, salih akhlaq and salih a'mal, every one of them has a specific shape. Has a specific shape. So now the reward for that good deed or good aqidah or good akhlaq, that will be an apple having the same shape, a pomegranate having the same shape. So one will recognize it that this is the reward of prayer, because prayer shape with Allah is like this. Got it?
Yes.
This is the reward of my charity, because charity shape with Allah is like this. Got it? قالوا هذا الذي رزقنا من قبل, that this is allazi, that one ruziqna, we had been provided with min qablu, before this. So as Imam Waliullah rahmatullahi alayhi, he told us about alamul misal, that in alamul misal every action has a shape. Yes, every action has a shape. So that what I said, that prayer has a shape there in alamul misal. They would be shown there in Jannah that this is Zuhur prayer shape, this is Asr prayer shape, this is Nafal prayer shape, this is Ishraq shape, this is Zuha shape, this is Salat Awwabin shape, and so on. Got it?
Yes.
قالوا هذا الذي رزقنا من قبل وَأُتُوا بِهِ مُتَشَابِهًا, and it will be brought mutashabih, in resemblance. Things will be brought in resemblance. Got it? So an apple will resemble an apple, but every single apple will be having a different taste. Got it? And every single pomegranate will be having a different taste. And same is the case of every fruit. وَلَهُمْ فِي أَزْوَاجٌ مُطَهَّرَةٌ, and for them there will be azwajun, mates. What? Mates are spouses. Mates are spouses. مُطَهَّرَةٌ وَلَهُمْ فِي أَزْوَاجٌ مُطَهَّرَةٌ. So for them there will be azwajun, mates, mutahharatun, purified. So purified from what? Purified min jami'i ma yastaqziruhu at-tab'u. Min jami' ma yastaqziruhu at-tab'u. Purified from every evil thing which the nature does not like. The nature of a person does not like. So it means something physical which is considered filth. So these mates will not have that. مثل البلغم والمخاط والبول والبراز وما إلى ذلك. No pee, no poo, no mucus, yes, and nothing like that. Got it?
Yes.
And ma'navi, that no bad habits, Got it? No. Bad habits. عن جميع ما يستقذره الطبع وهم فيها خالدون, and they will be therein forever. And why forever? In a hadith, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, that is only to make you to understand. That's why I am relating that hadith. Imam Malik narrates. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam asked the Sahaba, "Atadruna manil? Do you know he is who?" So they said, "Allahu wa Rasuluhu and His Messenger, they know better." So Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam says, "Allazi la yamutu hatta yamla Allahu masami'ahu bima yuhib." That a true mu'min is that one who is not going to die until his hearing is filled up with good things people are saying about him. Until his hearing is filled up with good things people are saying about him. And then Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam explained it furthermore. وَلَوْ أَنَّ رَجُلًا عَمِلَ فِي بَيْتٍ في داخل بيت في 70 بيت. If somebody is practicing a good deed inside a room, the room is inside another room, and thus that one room is inside 70 rooms, so it means covered from all around 70 times, and he is practicing there. لَأَلْبَسَهُ اللَّهُ رِضَاءَ عَمَلِهِ. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will dress him with the dress of his good deed. Means a glow and appearance will happen on him. A glow and appearance will happen on him. فَيَمْدَحُونَهُ وَيَزِيدُونَ. So people will be praising him and they will be saying extras. For example, he need a praise that much. Look at me. He requires or he is deserving a praise that much, but the people will be praising him that much. وَيَزِيدُونَ. قَالُوا أَوَيَزِيدُونَ. Sahaba Rizwanullahi alayhim ajma'in, they asked, more? Extra? So Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, لِأَنَّهُ كَانَ حَرِيصًا فِي عَمَلِهِ. He was doing a lot, but still he was very eager to do more and more good deeds. So his eagerness, to what level that was, that's why people, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will inspire them to praise him to the extent of his eagerness of good deeds. And same is the case of a badmash. Yes, an evil guy. That Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, وَاتَدْرُونَ مَنِ الْفَاجِرِ. And in the same way Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam says, لَنَّهُ كَانَ حَرِيصًا فِي عَمَلِهِ, that people will be condemning him. Yes, and they will be going beyond that. So they said beyond that, Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, لَنَّهُ كَانَ حَرِيصًا فِي عَمَلِهِ. Because in shaitanat, he was eager to do more and more. So to the extent of his eagerness for shaitanat, Allah will inspire people to condemn him. Got it?
Yes.
So now, your good deeds in this world, with a good aqidah, that will be for a limited time. Let's say that you became baligh when you were 15. And let's say that you lived here in this world for 100 years. So it means 85 years you practice good deeds. But there you will be receiving that ni'mah and delights forever. And why it is so? Because you were eager to do more and more. Otherwise, the reward should be equal or to the extent of the time you have done. So if you have done all goods for 85 years, yes, so you should have the reward for 85 and then gone. Got it? SSI stopped. What stopped? Yes. Or even pensions. Yes, let the pension stop. Because you worked in the department for 35 years. For how long we will be paying you? You know what I'm saying? But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will be providing forever. So same is the case of one in the hellfire. May Allah protect all of us. Now you got it? Well, Yusuf?
Yes.
Now you understood the point?
Yes.
Yes. You will say it somewhere in Juma?
Inshallah.
Okay. إن الله لا يستحيي أن يضرب مثلا ما بعوضة فما فوقها. So this is an answer to the objection of mushrikeen. The objection was that this Quran is not the word of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because to them also, Allah was the Khaliq and the creator of the whole world. وَلَئِنْ سَأَلْتَهُمْ مَنْ خَلَقَ السَّمَوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضِ لَيَقُولُنَّ اللَّهُ. So the utmost greatest entity. So now the utmost greatest entity, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, if He is mentioning a spider or He is mentioning a fly, which is mentioned there in Quran, so mushrikeens took it like this: if this would have been the word of Allah, He will never have mentioned the spider and the fly. But when that is mentioned therein, so it means that Muhammad is making it sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And where it is mentioned, so Surah Al-Hajj, Surah Hajj or Anbiya? That will be in Anbiya. Huh? Oh no, Hajj. Ayah number 73. Ya ayyuhan nasu, O mankind, Duriba masalun, a similitude has been coined. Fastami'u la, so listen to it carefully. Innal lazina, verily those tad'una min dunillahi, on whom you call besides Allah, your idols. Lan yakhluqu zubaban, they cannot create a fly, wala wajtama. And if they will get together for that creation, so they cannot create a fly if they will get together for that creation. Got it? So here the fly is mentioned. They didn't look at that why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is mentioning it. Fly, which is considered a very smallest type of, not only smallest, but dirty type of creature. Yes, eating filth. Eating filth. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He is mentioning it not as a fly. He is mentioning it for the issue of Tawheed. That Allah is the creator. So how someone who is not a creator can be an associate of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Got it?
Yes.
Or Surat Al-Ankabut. Ayah number 41. Mathalul lazina, the likeness of those ittakhadhu min dunillahi awliya'a, who take Awliya. Awliya is the plural of wali. And wali is protector. So protector is only Allah. Who take awliya and protectors min dunillahi, other than Allah. So their likeness is kamasalil ankabut, as the likeness of a spider. Ittakhazat beta, who builds for itself a house web. Wa inna awhanal buyuti labaytul ankabut, but verily the frailest of houses is the spider house. The weakest of houses in the world is the spider house. Got it? But the frailest of houses is the spider's house. Law kanu ya'lamun, if they know it, if they will think of. So they said, once again, this for the purpose of Tawheed. But they said, if Quran would have been the word of Allah, there would not have been mentioned the fly nor the spider. Got it? So Allah is answering to that objection. In ayah number 26 of Surah Al-Baqarah. Inna Allah la yastahi. Verily Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala la yastahi. So literal meaning is ashamed of. He's not ashamed of. He's not ashamed of. But this istihya or haya is something which is not suitable for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So that's why Qazi Bayzawi, he said la yastahyi in the meaning of la yatruk. Inna Allah la yastahyi, verily Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not leave an yadriba masalamma ba'uzatan, to set forth or to bring forth a parable. Ba'uzatan, mosquito. Fama fawqa, and what is more than that? Fawq mean up than that. So up than that, fil khissati awil jussati. Fil khissati bisin awil jussati. So mosquito is the smallest creature. Got it? So he is considered the small one, number one. And number two, the lowest one. Number two, the lowest one. So ma fawqaha mean that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, I mentioned the fly and the spider. If I mention a mosquito, or even a lowest than mosquito, or even a lowest than mosquito, which for you are in need of what? Microscope. What? Microscope to see it. You cannot, but that's the creature of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So if Allah is mentioning that, so what's wrong with you? You have created it, so I should not mention. Restriction is there. Got it? Yeah. So that is fil khissati. What? Fil khissati. Aw fil jussati. Or in body. Or what? In body. Folk in body, but not mean bigger. Not mean bigger, but the smaller. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is coming down from the spider. Spider a little bit bigger. Then the fly is smaller than that. Then the mosquito is small. Then come down. Got it? And that's what the ulama said, that there are lot of living entities we cannot see and we do not see. Only the specialist, they can find out that that is. Yes or not?
Yes.
Yes. Got it?
Yes.
How many germs are there? Living entity or not? They are living, we don't see it. And thanks God that we don't see it. Otherwise, you would not have eaten a single morsel or a single thing as a food. Got it? That's why it is said that if human would have the rods in their eyes as the cat has, so they would not have eaten anything. Got it? They say, oh, nasty. They would have said what? Yes. إن الله لا يستحيي أن يضرب مثلا ما بعوضة فما فوقها فأما الذين آمنوا. So as for those who believed, فَيَعْلَمُونَ, so they know أَنَّهُ الْحَقُّ مِنْ رَبِّهِمْ, that it is the truth from their Lord. So they are not looking at the body what Allah has mentioned, or the status of what Allah has mentioned. They are looking at into the philosophy that what purpose or wisdom, what for Allah has mentioned it. Got it? فَأَمَّا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا فَيَعْلَمُونَ أَنَّهُ الْحَقُّ مِنْ رَبِّهِمْ, that this is the truth from their Lord. وَأَمَّا الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا, and as for those who disbelieved, فَيَقُولُونَ, so they say, مَاذَا أَرَادَ اللَّهُ بِهَذَا مَثَلًا, what did Allah intend by this parable? What did Allah intend by this as a parable? Why Allah mentioned it as a parable? So now the believers, they say this is the truth from Allah, because they know the wisdom therein. Got it? And when Rasulullah ﷺ said that this is from Allah, so there is no room for any doubt. That what belief is. وَأَمَّا الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا, and as for those who disbelieved, فَيَقُولُونَ, so they say, مَاذَا أَرَادَ اللَّهُ بِهَذَا مَثَلًا, what did Allah intend by this parable? يُضِلُّ بِهِ كَثِيرًا, so he misleads with that kasiran, so many, wayadi bi kasiran, and he guides thereby so many, wama yudillu bi illal fasiqin, and he mislead thereby only those who are fasiqin. Who are fasiqin? So fasiq, that is little meaning of fasaqa, that is khuruj an at-tagha, rebellious. So fasiq is a rebellious. Fasiq is a rebellious. So a disbeliever, he is rebellious in faith. And a wicked Muslim, he is rebellious in practice. وَمَا يُضِلُّ بِهِ إِلَّا الْفَاسِقِينَ. So who are the fasiqeen? Allazina, they are those yanquduna ahadallahi, who break Allah's covenant, min ba'di misaqi, after ratifying it. They ratified it, but they broke it. They ratified it, but they broke it. So what is meant by? So either misaqi azal, so for disbelievers in general, that they had given a word to Allah, alastu bi rabbikum, qalu bala, am I not your Lord? So they said, yes, you are. So now the Lord said, this is my messenger. So when they did not believe, it means that they broke their covenant. So that is for disbelievers in general. Got it? Yes. Or the disbelievers from Jews are people of the book, who had given a covenant through their messengers to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because the messengers, they told them that the final prophet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is nearby to come. So you will believe in him. They said, okay, we will. But now when he came, got it? وَإِذْ قَالَ مُوسَى لِقَوْمِهِ وَإِذْ قَالَ عِيسَى ابْنُ مَرْيَمَ يَا بَنِي إِسْرَائِيلَ إِنِّي رَسُولُ اللَّهِ إِلَيْكُمْ مُصَدِّقًا لِمَا بَيْنَ يَدَيَّ مِنَ التَّوْرَاةِ وَمُبَشِّرًا بِرَسُولٍ يَأْتِي مِنْ بَعْدِ اسْمُهُ أَحْمَدُ فَلَمَّا جَاءَهُم بِالْبَيِّنَاتِ قَالُوا هَذَا سِحْرٌ مُبِينٌ. That when Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam came to them, and he has the clear-cut signs which were mentioned there in their book. So they say that this is a magic. And he is a magician. Got it? So that is the breakage of their covenant. Allazina yanquduna qad Allah, those who broke the misaq of Allah or break the misaq of Allah. Min ba'di misaqi, after ratifying it, wa yaqta'una, and they cut ma amar Allah bi an yusala, what Allah has ordered to be joined. So now Allah has ordered to be joined mean a connection with His Prophet. What? A connection with His Prophet. وَيُفْسِدُونَ فِي الْأَرْضِ, and now the utmost reality is the message of the messenger. So when the people denied it, that is fasad and mischief and disorder. Because denial of facts and denial of realities, that is a disorder and mischief. Got it? وَيُفْسِدُونَ فِي الْأَرْضِ, and they are spreading fasad and disorder on earth. Ulaika humul khasirun, and they are the losers. Kayfa takfuruna billahi. So now the subject of this ayah is Bas Badal Maut, life after death. As mushrikeen, they had a different point of view about life after death. One of their belief was reincarnation or transmigration of souls. That when somebody dies, his ruh comes out of his body, entered into a newborn. And that is life after death. But they said Muhammad is making mistake. He does not understand. Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Or some of them, they said that life after death already happened when somebody is born. As long as he was not born, so he was dead. Because dead means the one who is not existing in this world. So when he is born, so life is given to him after death. But Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam misconceived it. Got it? So they were twisting the things or playing games with this concept. Yes, this is life after death. Reincarnation is life after death. Transmigration of soul is life after death. So we believe in that, but what Muhammad says, that's a wrong interpretation. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put it in order. Yes, not to have a loophole and gray area for their misconception. Yes, or for their misleading, that they are misleading people. So Allah said, let me put it in sequence. كَيْفَ تَكْفُرُونَ بِاللَّهِ, how can you disbelieve in Allah? وَكُنْتُمْ أَمْوَاتًا, while you were dead. While you were non-existence, as you said. While you were dead, فَأَحْيَاكُمْ, and He gave you life, so you were born. ثُمَّ يُمِيتُكُمْ, and then He will give you death. ثُمَّ يُحْيِيكُمْ, and then He will give you life. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it in sequence. So it means that He blocked all their pawns. They were unable to play chess in this regard. They were playing what? Yes, the check in this regard, putting their palms here and there, so Allah blocked it. That now what you can say? That you were dead, Allah brought you to life. Then He will cause you the death, then He will bring you to life.
Yes.
And that they will admit on the day of judgment. Surah Az-Zumar. Surah Zumar or Hamim al-Mumin. ربنا أمتنا اثنتين وأحييتنا اثنتين. Mul Yusuf, Mumin. So after Zumar. Ayah number. ربنا أمتنا اثنتين وأحييتنا اثنتين. You should recite the ayah so you will find it. Mul Yusuf, let me ask my computer.
This is the
This is in the Quran. It is?
I just remember
Huh?
this is ayah number 11, 10.
10 what surah?
11.
Surah Mu'min. Look, I gave you the clue, but you didn't.
It's a little bit slower, you know.
So ayah number 11, Surah Hamim al-Mu'min. But take it from ayah number 10. Inna allazina kafaru, verily those kafaru who disbelieved, yunadawna, they will be called or addressed. Lamaqtullahi akbarum maqdikum anfusakum. Allah's aversion is greater towards you than your aversion towards yourself. You are not as angry on yourself as Allah is angry on you. Because on that day when the people, the disbelievers, they will see the azab, so they will be angry and furious about their own selves. That what stupidity we had adopted. Should I kill myself and commit suicide? Got it? So the angels will say that the anger of Allah towards you is much more bigger than your own anger to your own selves. Is tud'auna ilal iman, because you were called towards iman, fatakfurun, but you used to deny it. Qalu, so they will say, Rabbana amattana snatayni. If somebody will strengthen his belief in life after death, that will correct his aqidah and correct his amal as well. Yes, the basic thing for kufr is that people do not believe in life after death. So they say, just cow pure, maze badao. Eat, drink and enjoy your life, and that's the end of the life. Got it? Qalu, they will say, Rabbana, our Lord, amattana snatayni. You have made us to die twice. You caused us to death. You caused us? So one was when we were not born. And the second, after our life, you caused us death. وَحْيَيْتَنَا اثْنَتَيْنِ and you have given us life twice. Once when we were born, and the second one, now we are standing in front of you. Got it? So they will say, فَهَلْ إِلَىٰ خُرُوجٍ مِّن سَبِيلٍ. So is there any way to get out of this? Is there any way to get out of this? So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says there is no way out. Got it? So in the ayah number 28, Surah Baqarah, كَيْفَ تَكْفُرُونَ بِاللَّهِ. Now look, here two death and two lives are mentioned. On the day of judgment, they will admit it. Here they are not admitting it. They are playing games. كَيْفَ تَكْفُرُونَ بِاللَّهِ. How can you disbelieve in Allah? وَكُنْتُمْ أَمْوَاتًا. While you were dead. فَأَحْيَاكُمْ. He gave you life. ثُمَّ يُمِيتُكُمْ. Then He will cause you death. ثُمَّ يُحْيِيكُمْ. Then He will give you life. ثُمَّ إِلَيْهِ تُرْجَعُونَ. And then unto Him you will return. وصلى الله تعالى على خير خلقه محمد وآله وأصحابه أجمعين.